Watch as reporter Christine Brennan, author of the new Caitlin Clark's book, exposes how she nearly got banned from covering the WNBA.
LSU, Iowa. You've got Caitlin's amazing quotes, and then Angel is, I was in my bag, I was waiting. And I said, I just want to tell you as a journalist, I don't have to do this with anyone, but I thought, this is a book, it's going to be out there. I signed books from my Inside Edge book from 1996. I occasionally still sign that. Books hang around a while. And I wanted to give it a chance to, if Angel wanted to maybe reconsider. No. So, the Angel thing, obviously she it's wisely actually made herself a rival of Caitlin. That's actually a very smart business move. Angel Reese is definitely a personality. She's a great rebounder. She's a force under the basket. She and Caitlin, they both have said, have nothing to do with one another. They don't guard each other. Angel's 6'3", Caitlin 6 feet. They go back forever. AAU basketball, Iowa, all Iowa attack for Caitlin, and the Maryland team, Baltimore team for Angel. And they played against each other in the Big Ten because for 2 years Angel was at Maryland. So Maryland against Iowa. So this whole LSU thing that was not the beginning at all. Obviously they escalated it. But I think there's a healthy respect between the two. Caitlin's book someday, maybe she will, I'm sure she'll write a book or two, and maybe she'll say what she thinks, but I'm not sure we ever will find out, because she does take the high road with so often on that. But you could see it when Angel jumps for joy when Caitlin gets hip checked. Kennedy Carter is now out of the league, and that's probably a very good thing for everyone. I guess not her, but for the league. But she said right after it happened, I ain't answering no questions about Caitlin Clark, young reporter from IU. Kept following up on this and wanted to talk to her, and nope, we're not answering any questions. And then a couple hours later, she goes on her social media, I think it was Threads, and says, other than the threes, what is Caitlin Clark even good for? Well, at the time, Caitlin was leading the league in assists. She was, obviously the threes are great. She had all these incredible stats. So the hatred is just seeping out. All of these women have agents. The agents have failed the players. Just a week or so, 2 weeks ago, when CNN had an excerpt on the book about the whole fiasco with them on the association, the Players Association wanting to ban me for asking a question and a follow-up, which of course failed miserably. I was not banned. It was just ridiculous. Again, they don't know what national scrutiny is. A journalist comes in and asks questions, and they're shocked. It's just terrible. It's sad for them, frankly. So CNN has that excerpt on their CNN.com. And then Dejanay Carrington, obviously, who misbehaved terribly in the excerpt. It's the controversy chapter in the book. It's not just me. There's two other journalists. There's even the Connecticut Sun PR people witnessed it. And Dejanay Carrington then tweets out defamation of character or something. So she probably sold more books for me. But for us, for Scribner's, I'm a Schuster, who on earth is advising these women? First of all, it's not defamation of character. Number one, she's a public figure. Number two, I double, triple, quadruple checked it. I was there, it was on the record, and there were witnesses, including her own PR people. Who does this? The press availability, and I asked her, because it's about like 3 million people on Twitter are saying she was trying to injure Caitlin Clark. And there's so much activity and conversation about it. There's only one thing for a journalist to do. You ask the athlete. And I've done it hundreds, thousands of times in my career. So there's a group of us around Dejanay Carrington, a few other questions. No one apparently was going to ask. So I said, Dejanay, when you were kind of swatting at Caitlin, it wasn't a shot, by the way. Caitlin was passing her ball. When you were kind of swatting at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? Did you not? Could you talk us through it? You ask the specific question, ladies and gentlemen, so that the athlete can hit it out of the park and clear the air. NFL players know that. NBA players, Olympians know that. Obviously, the WNBA players have never been told that. So she answers, fine. She said, no, I did not, whatever. It was another situation. This is kind of going to take a few minutes here. Another situation all over that internet, all over social media, of Marina Mabry, same Marina Mabry of the freight train a couple weeks ago, right into Caitlin, with 3 fingers like almost in the eye or to the head. Carmelo Anthony, 3 to the dome. That was his signature, gesture, whatever. But I don't know if that's what they mean. What do? You ask the athlete. So again, I followed up Deschanel. There were all these pictures of you and Marina laughing about it. Were you laughing about something? Bit afterwards. I don't know why we were laughing, because I didn't do it. I didn't mean to do it. Perfectly fine answer. DeWanna Bonner comes up to me a few minutes later and says, "How dare you ask these questions and attack my teammate?" I mean, I've had NFL players get mad at me all the time. And I said, "I want to introduce myself." She refused to shake my hand. DeWanna Bonner, this is in Connecticut. She's the Connecticut Sun at the time. My heart rate doesn't go up. It's fine. This is what happens. I tried 3 times. I didn't attack your teammate. I asked her a question and a follow-up so she could clear the air. Okay, that's it. So things are already simmering in the Connecticut Sun. Clearly, the PR people have no control. Whatever. The next day, I am sitting inside a catering area, back behind in the backstage of the arena. Practice is going on with the Fever. We cannot watch practice. You can come out and watch a little bit, but they can't watch all of it. I'm sitting with Scott Agnes, Indianapolis, has his own website, Fever beat writer, and Chloe Peterson, who is the beat writer for the Indy Star. And I were sitting at a table in an otherwise empty catering area. There are curtains around, and Chloe and Scott are talking about the fact that Tammy Fat Bentley is going to be replacing Alyssa Smith in the starting lineup. I did not know this, so I was not talking because I was listening to them because they knew that. Alyssa Smith is the partner of Deschanel Carrington. So they're on opposite teams. Somehow, all of a sudden, a head pops through the curtain. It's Deschanel Carrington screaming about, "Don't talk blank about my girlfriend, about Alyssa." Who's talking about Alyssa? We all turn around like, what's going on? And someone, and the word starts with an S. You're talking blank about my teammate. And we don't even know what you're talking about. Come on in, sit down. What'd you hear? What's the issue? I think she heard Chloe's voice, thought it was my voice, and started screaming at me, you're the one, you were going after my Alyssa, who's her girlfriend. And we didn't. She's screaming so much, she has to get dragged away by Marina Mabry, always in the news, Marina Mabry, and drags her away, and the PR person comes running, and it is just ridiculous, you guys. It is just so dumb. But this is all happening on the record to a journalist who is writing a book about the WNBA and Caitlin Clark.